He almost says, I love you every day.
She looked like a different person.
Did you just say that? If it's a beautiful girl, I'd go like, yeah, it's my brother. He likes you, by the way. He told me we'd even eat free food because
If anything goes right, the first person I'm calling is her. If anything goes bad, the first person I'm calling is her.
that's that.
You're Malika, it's anyway. Sophia Malika, it's anyway. Yeah. So we are the Mulengas. She loves calling us the Sampas because we're many as the Mulengas. My name is Sampa Mulenga. And
I'm Chibeka Mulenga.
so the other day, I was recapping to her, telling her how much I did. Not like the first time we met. It was at a wedding lineup. My brother was supposed to be on a lineup, and he decided he's not going to show up for the wedding rehearsal. He tells me, "Can you fill in for me?" So I'm like, "Okay, no problem." I get to the rehearsals. I start choreographing the dances. Halfway the rehearsal, this lady walks in. I remember she was putting on a red skirt, white t-shirt. She walks in and interrupts the rehearsal. I got pissed. But then she was bubbly. She greeted everybody, introduced herself, and the rehearsal continued. And as time went by, then I got to know her, and yeah, got interested. We started chatting, we started talking, and 10 years later, we're still married.
Yeah, it was at the wedding rehearsal. I met this guy he wasn't very, okay, he was always a smiler. I walk in a rehearsal, I find this new guy. I think I was a bit late by hours, and also I was a little bit behind on the rehearsal. I was like 2 weeks behind. So I walk into the rehearsal and find this guy that is just a smiler. Every time he's talking, he's smiling. He's smiling. He looks at this one and smiles. I go like, okay, this guy is a smiler, but I never liked him too. Maybe it's because we had so much in common. Yeah.
So eventually it was time to be paired. And the only pair that I could have who could match my energy was her. So when we got to the pairing, that's when we now started talking, because we had to learn each other and get to know each other a bit. That's when we got talking. I invited her to church. She got to meet a lot of people at my church. And my cousin, in Bemba there's no cousin in the way we are related. My brother got to introduce me to her family. We got to know each other, and that is how we got to the liking part.
Yeah, when we were paired, every time you're together, you begin to know each other's weakness, strength. And then at the end of the day, when it comes to dancing, I think we were just equal. So it's just this friend that you like to say, okay, I think the energy is almost the same. We can move together. And then, yeah, we got to know each other from there.
So we became friends.
Good friends.
Good friends. Like she was my buddy. She knew when I was upset, even when I thought I'd masked it properly with a smile. Yeah.
So above all, I think it's the friendship and the connection that brought us together. Every time we walked together, people would first ask me, "Is he your brother?" And I would go like, if it's a beautiful girl, I would go like, "Yeah, he's my brother. He likes you, by the way. He told me we'd even eat free food because
I thought you were not gonna bring that up.
because every time we went out, people would tell me, we look alike. Is that your brother?" I would go like, "Yes." And then I'll tell him, "Okay, wait first." I would go to take a girl and say, "Funny enough, my brother likes you." And then we'd even eat free food in that friendship. That's where it all started from. Yeah.
Yeah, we were buddies. I think we were friends for I think 2 years. we just became like friends, and then later onwards, I started looking at her and thinking this friendship could be something. So we began to talk, and I began to ask her what her vision and what she sees in herself in the next 5 years. And as we started talking like that, then I began to notice the similarities in our vision and in our focus for life. Yeah, so that was after 2 years of friendship.
To tell you the truth, I didn't see it coming. I thought it was just that buddy relationship part. Sometimes when he has a certain girl he's looking at, he would tell me, "You know what? You escort me, I've got a date with this girl." So we'd go together. So us having this, I never saw it coming because it was just friendship. Even when he told me, "I want to marry you," I think we didn't have the dating part. He just told me, "You know what, I want to marry." I laughed. I was like, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, I want to marry you."
Yeah.
So
She thought it was a joke. There was a girl that I was dating, who came from Germany, and she was nice. But I think the relationship was different from both our angles. The Zambian way of dating, I was trying to be a Christian. Yeah, so to keep it safe for myself, I'd pull a female friend who would tag along with me, and that was her. What made me, I think, without realizing it, in our friendship, I grew to love her. I grew interested in her and thought we would make great buddies and family together.
then I said yes. When I was growing up, my late father would always say this word: in a man, you see beyond the looks. You need to understand his vision. You need to know if a man has a vision and if he's a believer. I think I was actually looking for that. So when he popped a question, I looked at him, and then this is a guy that has been my friend for some time. And I knew he had a vision and we were going somewhere, and is a fellow believer. Yes. Funny enough, we never took long. We just took two to 3 months preparation. It was a quick one. It did take years. Our engagement was very short.
So the joke was, everybody thought you might be pregnant. What's the rush? But even before I asked her to marry me, funny enough, before I asked her, I talked to my father about it, like a year plus before. I was like, "I like that girl. What do you think?" And my father is like, yeah. So where does she come from? He interrogated me about her even before. Yeah. So by the time I was telling her, I was settled in in the family.
Our wedding preparations were amazing. We had support from family and also from friends. We never had so many hiccups because we just wanted to make it simple and plain. All we were looking at is us being together and not a lot of drama around, a big budget. No, even if it was short, but family and friends came up and really helped us very, very, very well. So we never had too many hiccups, but we had our day very, very beautiful.
Well, it's fresh in my memories as if it was just
Mhm.
yesterday. um, the preparation of what I expected it to be and what it was are two, I would say, almost extremes because I had already, because I'm more of a planner. I think about things, I do things in my own, like, okay, by this time, this needs to be done. So what I had planned and what it was too different because it was more amazing. She looked like a different person.
Did you just say that?
Yes. And she looked like a different person. I was overwhelmed. It was a beautiful day. In fact, I played Here Comes the Bride on the guitar. Yes, with the band. Instead, because we wanted to either have a violin or a guitar. So I opted let me just do the guitar, it will be easier and less rehearsals. So I played Here Comes the Bride.
I was more like, okay, now a few minutes later, things will change. No, I'm just joking. It was a very amazing experience. Marriage is a huge decision that you both make. So when you're walking down there, you're supposed to ask yourself a few questions, which I did before even walking down, but just looking at him and seeing, oh, okay, now I'm about to make this huge decision to settle down with this man. It was an amazing moment, very, very beautiful. What has changed is the years. Our friendship is, we've grown, our friendship part is still there. And what has kept us is Christ being the center of our marriage, because in everything, Christ needs to be there. He's kept us strong, directed us in, yeah, it has been a great 10 years together, believing that God, we're living in the world where marriages are not standing very much. So what has really kept us is trusting in the Lord and making him be the center of our marriage, and also keeping our friendship. Our friendship has always been there. I think, funny enough, people that know me, be at work, be anywhere else, they would know I don't answer him babe, sweetheart. It's just the guy, Vasi, boy, Shan. So we've kept that going, and then also keeping each other in check. We keep each other in check and say, my friend, you are moving out of the lane, come back. We keep on checking just each other and moving together. And also, when we just got married, it would always tell me, we don't go to bed
Without sorting out any issue. We don't leave anything hanging. So if there is anything she's upset about, we talk about it. If there is anything I'm upset about, we talk about it. But then she said most of it. But the biggest thing for me has been friendship. She is my biggest gossip buddy. If anything goes right, the first person I'm calling is her. If anything goes bad, the first person I'm calling is her. Yeah, so the friendship has really kept us together. Youth. Parenting is interesting. I come from a very strict family. We were 8 of us, 4 boys, 4 girls. So it was almost like a military training camp. And she comes from a very relaxed background. There were the 2 of them. So she was very pampered. And so even in our parenting, if the kids want pampering, they know who to go to. If any correction needs to be done, she calls me to come and put my foot down. Yeah. So parenting, I'm the hard one. She's the soft.
Yeah. Parenting has been awesome with his help. I must say, in raising my 3 beautiful girls, it has been a little not difficult, because he's always been around from the word go. Like, he's that one that is helpful and tells you, children shouldn't know that you are on the softer side. They should know that we are in this together, and when we make a decision, we've made it together. You must not look as if you are the soft one. They can come and cry to you. Let's all just know, okay, Mommy and Daddy have refused this. Mommy and Daddy want us to do this for them. It shouldn't look as if he's a bad daddy and I'm a good mother. So we've just kept it together, holding each other and just talking about it as we go on. Yeah.
So here's what's funny. When we married, I was the career guy. Yeah, and then as time went by, I had to balance between career and ministry, and then now I'm more into business, and she is more into career. So the balance has been my strengths becomes her strengths, and her strengths become my strengths. That's my take. Yes, you were about to say.
Definitely, we balance together. It is not very easy, because you need to balance to be a mother, a wife, and work is work. Sometimes we don't just leave it at work. We need to carry with it at home. So there should be that understanding. He knows I have certain reports I need to check on the group. I need to do this. I need to do that. So we understand each other on that part, and is always supportful. He always holds my hand. Even sometimes when I feel weak, I say, can I do this? And then he'll always be there to support me and tell me, yes, you can do it. You can do it. But it's not very easy.
Well, vows get their meaning the longer you stay. To love and to hold, to cherish, and all that. When you say them on the day, it's like you are saying them as the preacher or the speaker is telling you. But then the longer we stay in relationship, that's when we remind each other, oh, so this is the to hold, to love, to cherish. This is what it means. To death us the first. This is what it means. Yeah. So one of the lessons is to really appreciate each other and get to know that this is what we signed up for.
Yeah, to appreciate each other, and as you go, you keep on forgiving each other. Never keep things, because once he does a certain thing to me and then I keep it, it keeps on piling and piling, and then the day it blows, it becomes a very, very big problem. So I think even just talking about things. Should I say what I want?
Yes. Up to you.
Are you sure? Is my great support system. That's one thing I appreciate about him. He keeps on supporting me. He's always behind to push me, even to certain things that I can't do. He will just tell me you can do it. I think is my greatest support system. 1, 2, is my priest. Away from ministry at church, is my priest in the house, and I really see what he ministers out there. I see it in my life, I see it in our house.
The first one is she keeps me grounded. Sometimes because of a lot of things that happens out there, it gets to your head. But she keeps me grounded, she keeps me sane, and she keeps me in the moment. Secondly is she's there. Many people think because you're in ministry, you're out there, you have a lot of people in your circle. Contrary to that, the opposite is true. You have a lot of people who need stuff from you, but you have very few people to give to you. So she is there. She's there 24/7. That is one of the things I appreciate about her. Yes, so we usually have our Bible study when we're about to go to bed. So the fixed time is when we're about to go to bed. With load shedding, before load shed, we knew that after Nguzu, then we'll have our Bible study. Now it is as soon as I'm in the house, the kids have eaten, we do our Bible study. I usually give them a memory verse for the week. On a Sunday evening, and then by Friday they need to have memorized it. Yeah, so very sound. She's shaking her head.
It's not just on the kids' part.
Yeah, because that is how I grew up. So I like sharing my experience of life with my family.
Imagine that, being a wife and being given memory verses every week. And he would ask you questions. Even when you're just tired, he'll tell you, Mommy, please tell me. It's not easy in front of kids, but sometimes I forget, sometimes I haven't gone through, but he still needs to ask me question. Okay, there, now we explain. Changed. Yeah, but... From my husband. What words? I believe in you. That one just puts a smile on my face. He would call me sometimes, he'll just text me and tells me, I believe in you. And maybe you're just in the middle of a meeting that is very, very crucial. And then you just see this text, I believe in you. He likes saying that. And I love you. He almost says, I love you every day. I hear that word. It's either in the morning when we are both leaving, or just a text. He'll text me and say, sorry, did I tell you today that I love you? He's kept it like that for 10 solid years. He keeps on talking about it. Yeah. So I've gotten used to it. I enjoy those words. I believe in you and I love you, because I hear them almost every day.
What was it like?
No, don't know.
She affirms me almost on a daily basis. She tells me, she likes saying I'm the best. So fill in the blanks at everything, I'm the best. And secondly, she, from the time we met, she always tells me, I love making people feel comfortable. Even if, I don't know, what she means, but I love hearing that. But I'm not a person who makes people feel comfortable.
Okay, we've never had any drama when it comes to phones. because I think from the word go, I understand his part to say he also has a personal life, and phones can bring confusion in any marriage. Phones needs to be taken very, very serious. The phone issue, we've never had that drama in our home. It's because we've talked about it from the word go. When I leave my phone, he will just switch it off till I come, or you find ways to find me and give me my phone. When he leaves his phone, I'll just switch it off. Fun enough, I don't know how his inbox looks like or his phone book. In 10 solid years, I've never gone through his phone. So phones, it's something that you need to talk about and understand, to say, even my friend has a separate life away from this. He is also a person with friends, female friends, male friends. What you need to do is just trust each other. So trust comes in the phone issue.
Her birthday? Her birthday is June 23rd.
His birthday is 5th May.
Mine is the easiest. Anybody can get it, but hers. So I always used to get it wrong because I have a brother who's on the 21st and hers is on the 23rd. So every time she would ask me, or anybody asked me, I would always say it's the 22nd. Until recently, that's why she kept on reminding me, it's the 23rd, not 22nd. Yeah. So now I have it down. She is big on birthdays. She wants to do big things. I'm not that big on birthdays.
I'm big on birthdays because I know, when the year comes, you go on another stage. That one needs to be celebrated no matter what. So I am truly big on birthdays. Yeah.
Well, in our 10 years, we've seen cycles where we've been high and we've been low. One of the things that I keep telling my wife and everybody who feels like, I think I've had it. First of all, the Word of God helps us keep this union together. Secondly, prayer helps quite a lot. And thirdly, whatever you do, when you hold on and you work through situations, you'll find that there is a better day on the other side. Tomorrow is always better than today.
In marriage, like he said, there are different seasons. Above all is the two of you, because when the journey started, it was God and the two of you. So the most important counselor that you need to consult before you bring in people, it is God. Marriages these days are falling because we are running outside, fun enough, to speak to different people that will have different opinions, would tell you on my female parts, they have a different way they know I should handle this issue. On the husband part, it's the same. And then at the end of the day, it brings confusion. So above consulting people, first seek God, and then sit the two of you and speak. Try to check. Sometimes you get a notepad, a pen, and just write. This one says, oh, okay, you're not doing this and this and this. This one, this and this and this. And say, where can we change, or what can we change from this? So it all begins with the two of us, because that's where marriage is. It is not people outside. It is falling because we are bringing in a lot of people to tell us different opinions. Marriages are different. Someone can have another opinion than the other one, but how we've kept ours, it is different. So seek God first and be the two of you. Stop confusing things of bringing in a lot of people. That's why we even have our spiritual parents Go to your spiritual father. If you fail to sort it out, go to your spiritual father. Go for counseling. Let them tell you, but let's not just bring in a lot of drama around, because some of the counselors are just bringing confusion, this one and that one. And then when I tell someone what is happening in our marriage, they share it with another one. And then when it gets to him, he gets it differently. And then again, we bring another. So it keeps on building and building and building. At the end of the day, we fail to hold it together because we've allowed so many people in our marriage. So seek God, go for counseling to your spiritual father. Above all, you started the journey, the two of you. So get back to the foundation and speak about certain things that have changed. Things were okay then. Why have things changed now? That should be the question.
My name is Sampa.
My name is Chibeka, and we are the Mulengas, and this is how we mate.